If you're somebody that has been thinking about moving to Florida, but you're looking for a new construction home, something that's affordable, has nice finishes, but also doesn't have any crazy association fees, then this is the video for you. Let's begin. For anybody new to this channel, my name is Renzo Montaiuti and I'm a realtor here in the Central Florida area. And today I'm blessed to be able to showcase you guys a property that really stood out to us when our team and I was doing a search to see what kind of property we're gonna be showing you today. So in today's video, we're gonna be going ahead and taking a look into this beautiful new construction home with no HOA. This home is gonna boast 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, right under 1,700 square feet, and it's gonna come on a 1/4 acre of land, my friends. So this has no association fees, a nice piece of land that's gonna give you tons of privacy and tons of nature around it. Now today we are here in Ocala, Florida, my friends, but to be a little bit more specific, we are here in Marion Oaks. This is a subdivision in the southwest side of Ocala with about 42,000 lots. They're all a minimum of a 1/4 acre and they all have no association fees. So this has been one of the biggest boom markets that we've seen here in the Central Florida area in the past few years. And today I'm here to showcase you guys an amazing product. For anybody not too familiar with where Marion Oaks, where Ocala is, we're only 1 hour and 15 minutes away from Orlando, Florida. All you gotta do is get on 484, which is the main road that cuts through Marion Oaks, get on I-75, and then get on the turnpike and it'll take you straight to Orlando. You're gonna have various different things to do. You're gonna be able to go downtown, Lake Eola, visit the parks and attractions of Disney, which is only gonna be 1 hour and 15 minutes away. They have a few different sports teams as well, such as the Orlando Magic and Orlando City soccer team. Now, 1 hour and 15 minutes south of us, we're gonna find Tampa, Florida. Tampa, Florida is a metropolitan city that is very similar to Orlando. You're gonna have a similar downtown vibe. One cool feature of Tampa is you're only 30 minutes away from Clearwater Beach, where the sand is white, and really it's one of the most popular beaches us Floridians like to go to if you're living here in the Central Florida area. Now Tampa also has a lot of sports teams, the Tampa Bay Rays, the Buccaneers, the Lightning, and then you're also gonna have the International Airport of Tampa, only 1 hour and 15 minutes away. About 45 minutes north of Ocala, we're gonna have Gainesville, Florida, where you're gonna have the University of Florida. So if you are thinking of coming to Florida, you have some kids who are thinking of going to college, University of Florida is a very close option. Also, if you like to watch football, they have the Florida Gators only 45 minutes away. Now, Ocala is really known for all the naturalistic things you get to do in this city. So you have places like Rainbow Springs, which is 20 minutes away, Silver Springs, which is 30 minutes away. And you're also gonna have places like Shalom Park, which is a botanical garden, only 15 minutes away from this property. Ocala is also known as the horse capital of the world, so they have a lot of different horse farms. So if horseback riding is a hobby or something you want to pick up, this would definitely be a perfect place. One of my favorite things is you're gonna have a lot of different farmers market and fresh produce. These are gonna be fruits and vegetables with no genetically modified ingredients. So that's a little summary about Ocala. Now at the end of this tour, I'm gonna be speaking a little bit about the finances on this property. So what the price is, what the yearly tax amount is, what a down payment would look like on a property like this. Also, what are your taxes? What's the flood zone? You know, what are all these different important things that you need to know as a buyer about this specific property? So we're gonna be breaking all of that down. And if there are any returning viewers watching this video, I'm gonna have a nice special message for you guys. So make sure to stay till the end. Before we get inside, I wanna invite you guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Whenever you like and subscribe, it helps our algorithm and it allows me to keep producing amazing content for you guys. So please go ahead, like and subscribe, and let's go ahead and get started. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Now let's go ahead, get started on the exterior of this home. So first things first, you're gonna have this really long extended driveway. So this is a 2-car garage. You're gonna be able to fit 2 cars in here. And then on this driveway, you have potential space for about another 4 to 6 cars. So if you have family members come over, if you have a big group event, you can have people parking in this extended driveway in this little motor court. This property is gonna have this nice kind of light blue color with the white accents, nice landscaping at the front of the property. And really one of the most incredible things that I like about this home is going to be that you have this front porch area. So whenever you move to Florida, if you're living in Florida, you're gonna want a little space at the beginning of your day. You can start with a cup of tea, a cup of coffee, have a nice sip, look out into the woods, look out at the trees, listen to the birds, and have a good time. So this is gonna be a perfect front porch where you're gonna be able to have your rocking chair, whatever it is, you're gonna have this nice space. Let's get inside. Now, stepping into this home, the very first thing that grabs your attention is just open floor space and the porcelain tiles. So this home is gonna have 0 carpet in it. It is gonna be straight porcelain tiles, vaulted ceilings here in the main areas. And ladies and gentlemen, this really just grabs your attention as soon as you walk in. So right over here, we're gonna have our formal living room area. So this is where you're gonna be able to set up your TV, your sound bar, your couches, have your nice table, and you're gonna have a nice double window facing the north side of the home, overlooking the front porch and the front yard, the 1/4 acre. Right over here, you're gonna have a nice space dedicated for your dining room table. So you're gonna have these nice hanging light fixtures down below. This is where you're gonna be able to put your 6, 8, 10 person table, and you're gonna be able to have a nice window overlooking the backyard with a lot of natural light coming in here as well. So these 2 windows are gonna be bringing in a lot of light from the north, from the south side of this home, which is a beautiful touch. Now, if we step right over here, we're going into the kitchen space. So you're gonna have a double layered granite island right over here. So this is perfect if you just wanna have breakfast in the morning, hand your kids some nice breakfast over here, have some dinner. Right down here, we're also gonna have some power outlets to make it very convenient for you. Nice light fixtures above. And all throughout this kitchen, we're gonna have the nice white shaker cabinets with the crown molding on top. Here in this home, they're gonna come with upgraded appliances as well. Samsung fridge, Samsung stove, and microwave. And then you're gonna have your dishwasher right down here. So this is a lot of space. Something different about this is that the sink isn't on the island. It's actually right over here. So you're gonna be able to look out into your backyard, cleaning your dishes, whatever it is. You're gonna be facing the backyard, getting in a nice view while you're doing your thing. So with that, my friends, we're gonna step right out and head into the primary bedroom. Now here in the primary, we're gonna have the continued porcelain tile throughout, even into the closet, even into the primary bathroom. So here you're gonna have a really nice big space. This is gonna be your first smaller closet right over here. Right next to it, we're gonna have a nice window facing the east side of the home. Right over here is another window. And then here we're gonna have an additional closet space. So this one's naturally a lot bigger. So I imagine this is gonna be for your wife so she can put all her nice stuff in here. And then the smaller one is for us men, you know, that we get less space naturally. Now, stepping into the primary bathroom, an amazing touch and something I really thank the architects for this is that they were able to fit a nice walk-in shower and a nice tub in here with the ceramic backsplash. You're gonna have the nice tub, nice skylight, double sink, nice light fixtures, mirrors, shaker cabinets down below. It really has it all in here. Right behind us, we're gonna have our walk-in shower and then our toilet right in front of it. Now, stepping out of the master, to our right-hand side, we are going to have our laundry room. This is where your washer, your dryer is gonna go. You got your space right up there, pretty much it. Now, right over here next to the kitchen, we're also going to have the entrance into the garage space. Now, one nice feature about this garage and that the builder kind of went the extra mile is that they put epoxy in here. So if you are someone who likes to work, you like to get your hands dirty on a car or a piece of equipment and maybe some oil leaks, this is gonna be able to maintain it much, much better than getting the concrete stained. Right over here, you're gonna have your AC air handler. This is gonna have a little closet door as well, so it keeps it a little bit more private and insulated. And right over here, you're gonna have your water heater, electrical panel, and that's pretty much it. Now, stepping back into the home, we're gonna head to the west side of the property and we're gonna have 3 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. Again, we're gonna continue with this porcelain tile throughout every single room, every single inch of heated living space in here is decorated with this beautiful porcelain tile. This is gonna be a 12 by 11 foot room, just to give you a perspective. You can fit a queen size bed. You could fit a king, it'll just get a little snug. But here's gonna be your walk-in closet. Nice feature about this room, you're gonna have the double windows facing the north side of the property. You're gonna have a lot of natural light coming in here. Really, it really makes a big difference. You don't even need the light on, to be honest. So another nice feature is you're gonna have granite on the windowsill. So it's just a little extra elegant touch that the builder thought of. Now, right over here, we're gonna have the second bathroom of this home. You're gonna have 1 sink, shaker cabinets, nice granite, toilet, bathtub instead of walk-in shower, and a nice skylight to give it a little bit more natural light into this bathroom. Now, into the 3rd bedroom, my friends. This bedroom is gonna be 11 by 10 feet, so slightly smaller than the other one. This is gonna have a window facing the west side of the property. You're gonna have a nice walk-in closet in here as well, and that is it. Now, the last bedroom is gonna be 11 by 10 feet as well. You're gonna have your window facing the south side of the property with your walk-in closet. Now, my friends, let's go take a look at this lot, see what we got in terrain, and let's see what we got. Now, stepping outside, we're gonna be greeted right into this back lanai space. So it's gonna be covered on the top, on both sides. So you're gonna be able to put your lawn chair. You might even think about extending it with some brick pavers, maybe creating a cabana where you can put your grill, maybe set up your TV out here and create a really nice space. So if there is anyone interested in getting a meeting with the Montaiuti Group, just go online and type in themontaiutigroup.com and it'll take you directly to our website. It'll ask you a series of questions and then someone from our team will reach out to set an appointment with you. So if there is anyone interested, make sure to look at our website. It's also in the description if you don't know how to spell Montaiuti. So with that, my friends, back to the tour. We're here in the backyard, a 1/4 acre, and this really is a unique property. You're gonna have a nice backyard space. What you can see here is there's grass over here, and then over here, it's a little bit more sandy. Here in Ocala, builders have a minimum requirement of 6,000 to 8,000 square feet of the house needed to be sodded. So whenever you see something like this, some people prefer it because a lot of people, they move to Florida and they're like, hey, I want to plant my mango trees, I want my avocado trees, I want my tomatoes, I want my manzanas, whatever it is. A lot of people like to plant and it makes it easier when there's already sand here. But if you are looking to get the rest of the yard sodded, that's up to your realtor to fight for you, to make sure we can negotiate that the builder gets this done before closing. So that's something that a realtor is dedicated in here for. This is gonna be your well for anyone who is curious. This is gonna be your filter. This is where the pump, where the water is coming from. We have the Florida aquifer and underground, and that's where we get a lot of our water. This is gonna be your well. It's a lot cheaper, it's less expensive. And also this home is on septic. So it's gonna be on septic and well. Makes it a lot more affordable and inexpensive monthly payments for you guys for water and sewage. Okay, so now let's go ahead. Let's get inside, my friends, and get you the rest of the details on this property. Come on. So here we are at the end of the tour, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're gonna jump right into all of the details on this property. So first and foremost, wanna start with the price of this home. The price is starting at $324,000, my friends. Now something incredible about this, the price, it's at $324,000, but on the MLS, they included a document where they actually have the appraisal value of this property. This house was under contract once, it fell through, and they did an appraisal on the home. So they actually have an appraisal. This house is worth $327,000. So they're listing it $3,000 less the actual value of the property is. So that's already, you're getting a good deal, but I'll talk about negotiations in just a second. The property taxes on a home like this, you're looking around $3,000 per year. It's about 1% of the purchase price of the home, 1 to 1.1%. So I kind of put it at 3,000 just below, because if you are planning on moving into this home as a primary residence, like, hey, I'm moving from New York, hey, I'm moving from California, whatever it is, you're gonna be able to qualify for Florida homestead tax exemption, meaning you can deduct up to $50,000 off the taxable value of your home. So instead of paying taxes on $324,000, you can pay taxes on $284,000. You're gonna be able to pay taxes on $274,000 instead of the $324,000. So gives you a little bit of extra incentive there. When you do move to Florida, you get some tax breaks on your property taxes as well. Second thing, let's just go ahead and say, maybe you're a first-time home buyer, you're looking to get into a house, you live in another part of the country, and maybe you're someone who works for Amazon, or maybe you work for Walmart. We have Amazon and Walmart distribution centers here in Ocala, Florida. We have people relocating all the time to Ocala. And the cool thing is Ocala is very affordable to live here. It's about 14% more affordable than the average in the United States. And also home prices are very affordable as well. So if there is someone looking to maybe come to Central Florida, come to Ocala, and you want to get a house, what would that down payment look like? So first and foremost, you could do that with an FHA down payment, which is only 3.5% of the total purchase price. So let's just go ahead and say you got this property at $324,000, okay? 3.5% would be $11,340. So $11,340 is what your down payment would be. Now, closing costs. Closing costs are typically another 3 to 4% of the purchase price. But when you're working with the Montaiuti Group, when you're working with our team, my job is to make sure we're always getting your closing costs covered at the very minimum. At least 80 to 90% is what we strive for to get your closing costs covered. So 80 to 90% of your closing costs is what we're striving for every single time. If not, we get you all of it covered and maybe an extra amount that you can put towards your cash to close. That's something that I really pride myself on. My team takes a lot of pride in that we're able to negotiate great deals for all of our clients. Let's say you wanted to go another route, FHA is great. That's what you can do to get into a house with the least amount of money down. But then you also have an option with a conventional loan, which is gonna be about 5% of the price of the home. $324,000, 5% is $16,200. Now you're probably wondering, why the heck would I buy a house with 5% when I could do it with 3.5%? It's a really good question you're asking yourself. And the reason being is when you go into a property and you purchase with a conventional loan, as soon as you have 20% equity on that property, you're gonna be able to take off something called private mortgage insurance. So private mortgage insurance is something you pay monthly. It's mortgage insurance, and it's about $150 to $250 per month. As soon as you hit 20% equity on your home on a conventional loan, you can take it off. With FHA, you have it for the entirety of your loan. Unless you put 10% down on that 11th year, you'll get it taken off. Let me just repeat that so you understand. So if you're buying FHA, you're gonna pay private mortgage insurance for the life of the loan, unless you put 10% down, and that means you will, on that 11th year of your mortgage, you'll take out your PMI. The thing is, if you're putting 10% down, you'd rather go conventional because houses are appreciating around 5% per year. So in another 2 years, you're gonna be able to take off that PMI. So it's a lot quicker, save more money. Yeah, makes more sense. If you're looking to put 20% down, 100% get to, make sure you're doing a conventional loan. Now, to qualify for a conventional loan, you need a 660 credit score at the very minimum. You're gonna get a pretty rough rate at 660, even at 680. Make sure you're over 700, 720 to get the most favorable interest rates. Right now, we're at 7.5%, 8% interest. Trying to buy a home right now when you're in that kind of median income can be tough. And I understand you and I feel you. And that's why we really want to showcase these videos for you, the people, being able to find properties that are affordable. $324,000, you can still get in here, if you're roughly making around $4,000 to $5,000 per month and you have very low or maybe no debts at all. This is a good price range. But anyways, if you're putting 20% down, you're gonna be able to avoid PMI on this. To qualify for FHA, you just need a minimum 600 credit score. Same kind of thing. You want to make sure you're at 640, 660, 680 to get the most favorable FHA rate. And you're still going to be around that 7.5 to high 7s when you're going FHA. For all of my veterans out there, first and foremost, I really want to express my gratitude for you guys, the service you do for our country, the service you provide for, you've provided for us throughout the history of the United States. Every single one of you in the active military as well. I really appreciate you guys and all you do. I get to come here, live a nice life, just do YouTube videos, help family move into homes, but we couldn't have done it without you, especially with all this craziness going on in the world. We couldn't appreciate you more. With that being said, if there are any veterans, first responders, active military, we do have VA loan programs that you can get into a property with 0% down. And when I say 0% down, I mean 0% down. So you have your down payment and your closing costs. If you're a veteran, you're gonna have 0% down and then you're gonna have closing costs. I'm gonna negotiate the builder to pay all your closing costs, but if they don't, I'm gonna cover the rest of the difference with my commission. So that's my promise to all the veterans out there, that you can get into a home with literally 0 money down. The only hurdle that we've seen in the past, you need to still come up with the escrow deposit, which is typically 1% of the purchase price of the home. So let's say this house, you buy it for $300,000, you would need to put about $3,000 in escrow. If you don't have that, it's okay. I can still talk to the builder and tell them, hey, it's a veteran, you know, his loan is super solid, you know, we're just kind of strapped for cash right now. We can still try and get it done, but some builders don't do it, some builders will. Literally, if you're limited on cash, you still want to buy a house, I can help you get it done if there's anyone who's qualifies for a VA loan. With that being said, a few more details on this property. This is gonna be in flood zone X, meaning it's in a 500-year floodplain. So in 500 years, you have literally almost no chance of this property flooding. Another cool thing a lot of the builders are doing these days is kind of grading the property a little bit higher. So like this is the land, the property will kind of be like that, like on a little bit of a hill, just so if there is extra water that comes into this area, it'll drain away from the property. Now, property insurance, there's a lot of people commenting on insurance here in Florida. Man, insurance is going crazy. Let me just tell you, getting full coverage on a property like this will cost you probably $800 per year. Here in Central Florida, away from the hurricane belt, insurance is actually a lot lower, especially on a new construction home like this. You're gonna be fine. It's only $900 per year. I've got someone a quote for $500 on a 1350 square foot home, brand new in Marion Oaks. I'm saying $800 on the high end. You could get $600-700 with someone I use it. They're called Signature Insurance Group. David Ballou, he works great. Anyways, insurance, taxes, you got all the information there. Now, my favorite part for all my returning viewers. I just want to share with you something super quick. And this is something from like, I'd say the beginning of my journey. Some of the very first things I started learning when I started going into this like self-development type of mindset is affirmations. You know, when I first learned about them, I'm like, okay, I just have to tell myself I'm this and then it's gonna happen. No, that's not really how it works. It is good to speak positively about yourself to your mind, because at the end of the day, whatever you're thinking is what you're gonna express in the conscious world. So whatever subconsciously is going on in you, you're gonna consciously let the people know you're thinking of that subconsciously. But when I first heard of affirmations, it was really about, okay, I thought I could just like say good words like, hey, I'm successful, I'm happy, I'm not depressed, whatever it is. And I realized that's not the whole thing. You know, affirmation without action is delusion. And that's something I learned a year after I started studying affirmations. It's like, okay, if I'm affirming these things but taking no action, I'm literally just creating delusion within my head. First things first, I wanted to share with you kind of my very first affirmations. So I wish I could get exactly when this happened. It was around when COVID started. This was this is the top of my notes here. I have a ton of notes that I wrote over the years, but the very first thing that I was writing to myself is, I am happy and vibrant at all times. I have no anxiety. I do not care what other people think. I am extroverted and confident. I have full control of my emotions. And then I started getting into a few other things. Like, okay, I started going on this groove, like, okay, what else can I be better at? What does my future self actually look like? Who do I want to become? And then I started saying, okay, don't talk bad about anyone else but yourself. Always look to be moving forward. Don't think in the past. Keep working hard and be a freaking work fiend. So be a hard worker. And these are just a few basic ones from when I very first started out. I was really lost in the sauce when I first started, but those were the first things that came into my head. So if there is anyone out there and you're in a space like, hey, I'm just trying to figure things out, I'd say just grab a piece of pen and paper and start writing who you would like to be. And it doesn't matter if you're 15, it doesn't matter if you're 30, it doesn't matter if you're 60 years old. We're creatures that are born to continue to grow and move forward. If we're not growing, we're dying. And I truly believe that. And we're always a species that want more and more and more. You ever hit a goal and then you feel good and then you kind of just relax after you hit that goal, and then you're like, damn, I'm starting to get sad again. It's because you stopped growing. If I can challenge anyone who's watching the very tail end of this video, is keep growing, keep finding a way to get better, keep finding a way to take action on your manifestations, keep getting better day by day, little by little, making small improvements. Be your biggest critic. Be somebody that, you take ownership of the mistakes you make, take ownership of your flaws, because in order to get past your flaws, you have to accept them. In order to be able to grow out of a negative emotion or something that's negative that's attached to you, you have to accept it, surrender to it, and then you can move past it. So be honest with yourself, be raw with yourself, don't lie to yourself, and that's it. We'll keep growing. Anyways, if there is anyone interested in this property or any other properties, my team and I are here to help. We have a whole group of agents, with similar mindsets, looking to grow, looking to become better people. And that's what we value ourselves on. We're here to help you guys get amazing deals. That's the end of my spiel, my friends. So I love you all. Take care. Drop a comment, like, subscribe, all of the above. And I'll see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.